Let's talk saturated fats and cholesterol. Hey, this is Dr. Randall here with another one of my Friday videos on this gorgeous day. And I just wanted to share with you a little history lesson today. But before I get to that, all this week I've been posting about imposter foods, mainly because I want you to start looking at the ingredients of all the foods you buy, whether it's in the store, at the restaurant, wherever it is. Because once you see these things, once you see that half the ingredients you don't know what they are and don't know how to pronounce them, that have 5 types of sugar in them and seed oils and all these chemical additives, you'll start changing what you buy. But also during this week, I had several people bring up, oh, well, ultra-processed foods are bad, but at least they don't have that many eggs or butter or salt, which are the real deadly things. And I was like, whoa. We killed that beast long time ago, and yet it still lurks today. Saturated fats are not something to be scared of, especially grass-fed butter. And eggs are also a saturated fat, also a great healthy protein. Eggs from pastured chickens are an amazing superfood. So how did we get here? Well, let's go back in the time machine. The year is 1955. We have a war hero, Dwight Eisenhower, as president. In the middle of the night, wee hours of the morning, he has a heart attack. And the country goes nuts. How can this man of valor and strength have a heart attack? What is this new disease? What can we do about it? And one researcher, who became a bully researcher, if you want to call him that, decided he was going to find the answer. And sort of like the blue zones, he handpicked a bunch of countries that had low levels of heart disease. And he said, that must be the answer. Let's find out. And so he looked at all the food they were eating, looked at their diet. Not horrible research yet, but the problem is he was predisposed to choose fat as the answer. Conspiracy theorists say the sugar industry paid him for that. There's no evidence of that, so it's just a theory. But it's odd when you see the results. So just barely significantly higher in his research, saturated fats. And that led to the downfall of where we are today with our food system, because saturated fats were then linked to cholesterol. Cholesterol, which is something we need in our bodies, became a negative, a bad word. And in the 70s, we had the banning of grass-fed butter. We had the banning of eggs, of salt. And they were all wrong. They are healthy. We need all 3 of those things in our bodies. And if we look back at his research now, Ansel Keys' research, we find that he did something really bizarre in my mind. He listed sugary beverages separate from all the other sugary things and cookies, cakes, all that type of food. Well, we know that sugary beverages have the highest degree of sugar. So if those 2 categories were combined as sugar versus fat, sugar would have been the dominant factor that causes heart disease. And guess what, folks? We see that today. Insulin resistance and diabetes type 2 are now the leading indicators for heart disease, as well as strokes, cancer, fatty liver disease, and many others. So one researcher messed our food system up. So instead of having grass-fed butter or animal fats in our foods, we switched to vegetable seed oils, which are high in omega-6. Grass-fed butters omega-3. Omega-3 is the healthier. We need both, but omega-3 is the healthier one. Omega-6 in the quantities we're eating is extremely inflammatory. We quit eating eggs, which, like I said before, are a superfood. And salt, by the way, we eliminate salt in our urine. We have no problems doing that. And so most people should not have high blood pressure from salt intake. But guess what? Sugar, fructose, blocks the release of salt, increases salt buildup. So again, it comes back to sugar. So if you're going to cut anything from your diet, it's not eggs, it shouldn't be grass-fed butter, shouldn't be coconut oil, shouldn't be salt if it's the right salt. Don't get the horrible processed salt. And what you should be eliminating is sugar, fructose, high fructose corn syrup, sugar in any kind of way. All right. So, your homework from Dr. Randall. Read ingredients labels. Consider grass-fed butter. Definitely eat eggs. And try to work on a healthy lifestyle. All right. Enjoy the rest of your day. Get out in nature. Do some self-care. Find peace. Find community. This is Dr. Randall saying, I'm here for you. I want you to be healthy, healed, and living your optimal life.